Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. This is what came through for December 28th, 2025. So, first thing was I was woken up around the middle of the night. I heard really loud sirens. They weren't actually happening outside my own window, but then I was brought to the scene of a car accident. It had five people, kept saying the number five, um, but that it wasn't an accident, and that someone in that crash was someone who had a lot of information about something. They wouldn't show me or tell me exactly what it was or what it had to do with, but I heard the word disclosure, I heard evidence, and so I don't know. It seemed like it's something that had happened already. Maybe an accident has already happened since I was brought to the scene, but I'm not sure. But I saw the number five, so five people, but one of those people was in that had all this evidence and disclosure information. Uh, so curious to see what might come with that. The other part, actually, later on, then fully just took me to Erica Kirk again. I saw her kind of going to meet people, the ones who were involved in carrying out what happened to Charlie, because we've heard a lot of things, we've been seeing a lot of things, but I've also kind of heard that she knew what was going to happen, but not exactly who specifically was going to do it. And with everything that's been happening and how it didn't go as planned, and all these people questioning it and people investigating, like Candace and others, they decided to let her meet these people, is what I was shown. And she was brought into this large area, like massive, tall ceilings. There was like tapestries on the wall everywhere. It seemed somewhere foreign, and where they had met and visited. She was very covered up, almost like unrecognizable in a sense, to make sure no one knew that it was her. And I heard meeting of the minds is what I heard. And then I also got this strong message of like shadow government and like elite involvement in it from our side of the things. There's been a lot of foreign involvement, it sounds like, in what happened, but our own shadow government wanting to kind of collectively come back together, because obviously things didn't go like they planned and people are questioning everything, and it's continuing to awaken more people, so it's like thrown a wrench in a lot of their things. And I think a lot of us understand and have received messages and know that like Trump is like the bringer of chaos, is what he's deemed as, right? He goes rogue, does what he wants, doesn't have a plan, and the shadow government and the elites don't like that, right? So they're trying to get power back. And with this, it was kind of like they're showing me that they're trying to get a plan in place, but that it won't last long, whatever the plan is that they kind of go out with, that potentially could involve Erica and some others. But because we're all collectively awakening so much, it won't last long. I heard final cycle. However long the cycle may last, I don't know, but I heard final cycle, which then brings that collective awakening even higher, because we're kind of done, right? We're everything's being exposed, we're questioning everything, and we're not believing what we're being shown and the things that we're seeing. So really interesting stuff that came through today. Would love to know your guys' thoughts and if you've been receiving these kind of similar messages as well.